I'd let you know that I had run businesses before. A lot of times they weren't my business. They were normally like a corporate store that I was, for when I was an area manager. So I'd run their operations, trying to keep each business running similarly as best as possible. Do you guys like, what's your guys' favorite franchises? Do you have like, do you know a Brazilian franchise that you frequent a lot? Sorry, I don't know your names yet, so I'll just.
What area? Like food?
I don't know, clothing. What's your favorite clothing chain store?
Quicksilver.
Quicksilver? Okay, which is an American brand. And actually, Quicksilver doesn't actually have physical stores all over the world. They actually sell sometimes their products in different stores. So I actually, when we got into a business, the only business that I've actually gone through myself was Nevada Bob's. So Nevada Bob's was, at the time, Nevada Bob's was the largest franchise golf store in North America. They actually had stores in England, Australia, all over the United States and Canada. And so, sorry, I'm choking on I'm gonna have to find a new face mask. I'm actually inhaling it right now. So yeah, golf is a very popular sport in North America, much more than it is in Brazil. So these stores were all dedicated to golf. It would be like the size, almost like a decathlon, or half the size of decathlon in Baja. Have you been there?
Yeah.
So, but it dedicated only to golf. So golf clothing, shoes, equipment, everything. So we had a location, and in this case, it was a family operation. So my father was owning Nevada Bob's Golf in the northern part of the country. And now we wanted to expand into the south of the country. And so we had to go to get a loan from the commercial bank so that we can expand our operations. I'm going to ask for a little review though from you guys. Maybe you can remember, what are some other reasons why you might want to, besides a startup of a business, or in this case, we're expanding the business further, what are some other cases where you might want to apply for a commercial loan? And if you're at home, maybe you can signal as well. Like, why would you need a loan? Like in this case, we wanted to expand. You guys are doing a business plan to start a business. Can you think of some other reasons you might need a loan?
School, maybe school.
Sorry?
School loan. Pay school for your
No, commercial loans, like for your business. Why would you need some other?
Sometimes they don't have the money to start.
Yeah, so that,
Get a commercial loan.
yeah, commercial loan to start a business.
improve the business, maybe.
Exactly. Maybe you have another business idea that's, running alternative to your business. Maybe you're starting in dresses, in women's clothing, and you want to expand into men's clothing. And so you might not have the operational cost. So you might have to apply for a loan for that as well.
If you're like innovating, so like if you own a gym or something and you want to like.
Yeah, you want some new equipment or something like that to get into a different area. Maybe you want spinning classes, so you want to buy spin cycles, right? So you're going to need the loan for that too. Does anyone at home have any ideas as well that wants to participate? Can I call on anybody?
Yeah, cool.
Is Hannah?
We love them.
I'm here,
Hey Hannah. Do you
but I don't have
ideas?
any other ideas.
No? Okay.
No.
Well,
Sorry.
Yeah, you guys aren't getting away from cold song.
yeah, I'm gonna call. So, yes.
Could we say now it may be a question that you're not able to ask, and that's okay. But in terms of saying having a relationship with the banker, right? Did you find in your experience that having the personal relationship, like knowing the banker, helped, or is it stuck on, hey, this is the algorithm that the bank generated, and so this is what you get?
It's a good question. I do feel I think it's proven. A relationship is very important with the banker. So in this instance, so my father was the person that applied. I came with him. We applied for the loan together because I would be on the loan as well. And he knew the banker. They had a personal relationship together because they had done past business together. So why do you think that would help him in getting another loan at the back there?
The banker maybe would
would believe that your business, not believe, but would have more confidence in you, someone that he already knows.
Very
than a
good.
stranger.
Exactly, that's a good answer. So yes, because it's instead of, let's say you're going into a business by yourself, and you come in, what will you have when you come in?
A business plan.
You'll have a business plan, exactly. So basically, that's what you have. You have a really good idea and a plan, okay? But what do you have behind the plan? What would make the plan good? I'm gonna go back to you. What makes a plan good? What makes your idea good?
It has like a good market, and if you can like, maybe, yeah, I don't know.
No, you're onto it, you're onto it. Can you like further it a little bit better?
If you're selling ice cream, like it's gonna sell better like in the hot place or something, and if it doesn't have like a lot of competition.
That's right. So she's done her research, right? And you've done your research, I was actually gonna go on, I think, onto this. You've done your research. You've done your research, you've gone in there, you have your good plan and everything. But at the end of the day, he doesn't know you, or he or she does not know you, right? You're coming in kind of blind. So either maybe it might be beneficial to have someone in your team. If it's your parents, that's fine. They usually might have a relationship already. Or maybe you have an expert, like a person that's, let's say it's a computer application, and they're well known for a certain, it lends more influence onto your business plan. And so, because they don't know you, you're coming in as a stranger, right? And you need money. And this guy here, he wants to give you money, but he wants to make sure he gets money back. So they'll give you the loan, and then they're going to want interest on the loan. So if he gives you 100 to my story. So when we went into this, expanded into the store, we were in the original store was in the north of the country, and it was doing very well. And the market, the overall health of the market in the province was strong. So we already had that in our favor. So we went to sit down, we knew what we were doing, we already had a store, so we knew exactly what the market could bear and what the potential was. The only thing is we didn't know the market we were going into, so that was like a weakness. So we knew the north was good because it had oil. We knew the economy was really thriving on oil. And the south didn't have oil, it was more of an agricultural town. So the type of, the people in the community didn't have a big disposable income. So they have a lower, though the city was bigger, so they had a higher potential people, but didn't have as much money. So how do you think that could affect?
Just a question, we haven't touched on this, what is disposable income?
Okay, I'm sorry, that's right. Does anyone guess? Does anyone want to guess?
It's like the money that people have to like buy stuff, maybe?
Yes, exactly. After they spend all their money on acai, then they have this much money. So if you make $2,000 a year and after you pay your mortgage and your car payment and your insurance, it's what you have left over that isn't obligated to pay down bills. So it's your money, your spending money, right? Market. So, and then this is an important concept as well. Does anyone know what collateral? I'm gonna ask for someone online. Gabrielle, are you there?
Yes, I am. You asked for collateral?
What is collateral?
It's like something that comes after, like the first action generates another one. All right.
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying there, yeah. So there's collateral damage, right? Like when you get in a car accident, and let's say a piece of a windshield hits a bystander, they get hit as well. But this is a little bit different.
I have an idea.
What's that?
Isn't collateral in that meaning like a guarantee for credit liability or something like that?
Yeah, I guess that's what you were talking about. I don't. So collateral is basically, so when they give you the loan, they want to know what you have in case I'm not able to pay the loan back. They want to make sure that they have something that they can take from you, to make sure they don't lose money, right? So some people will do they'll sign a loan with a personal guarantee. A personal guarantee basically says it's very risky. And what that means is they'll basically, if your business can't pay the loan back, they can come and take your house and your car and your assets and everything. So it's very risky. And most businesses never want to do that. They always want to tie the risk to actually one of their businesses. Because if they take the business, that's one thing. You know, they can take the business because you're not going to be using it. If you can't pay the loans, they can take everything inside in the store. But you will never lose your house or something of more personal value. Understand? Yes.
Sorry if you said it and I didn't pay attention, but why would that be a strength?
What's that?
The collateral free.
No, in our case,
Oh.
yeah, sorry, I'm trying to relate these concepts to my story. So in our story, my father had other businesses, he had other properties. And so not only did he have a relationship with the banker through doing these business, he also had some businesses that he could leverage the loan from. Okay? And so, so how did we overcome the weaknesses? I don't think the weakness, I think our strengths were way bigger than a weakness. So for us to go to a commercial banker, it was like what we say, a no-brainer. Like the bank wants to do business with people with a track record. It's much harder to do business with somebody who's new, you know, and is not inexperienced.
Yeah, I think the point that the collateral is the thing that the bank can take, right? The property that they can take. So it's a strength because the bank knows, and from the last slide is, you know, how it said, you know, they're looking to minimize the risk, right? The bank knows, okay, well, if you're looking for this money, if it goes wrong, we can still take this from you. So that's why the strength from the bank's perspective.
And from you as a business person, it's not the best thing. You don't want to lose one of your stores, or you don't want to lose something out of your store, but you'd rather lose that than your house, right? You don't want to be homeless. So that's why businesses will always try and leverage something else besides. I could also relate it to there's an argument right now in North America because you guys like all sports teams, right? So normally sports teams, they'll want to build a new arena. And so instead of they don't want to use their own money to build the arena, they always want to leverage it either by generous business loans or for the government giving them money. And so they're always trying to reduce their risks. Okay, it's very important for them to reduce risk. You want success, right? So I'm just going to move forward. After we gave the business plan, we walked in, we gave up all our research, and we showed the history in our past stores. We were able to leverage $350,000 in what was called a term loan. I can't remember the interest rate though, because it was a long time ago. And a $50,000 operating loan. So we actually got two loans. Why would we get two loans? I'm gonna ask someone online again. Nina?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Could you guess why you need two loans in a business?
Two.
One's called a term loan and one's an operating loan.
One's a term loan and one's an operating loan. Well, I might be wrong, but I think one of them, you know, is just for. Okay, I don't want to say anything wrong.
There's no wrong answer.
Yeah, we haven't talked about it yet, so.
Oh, okay. It's okay. Term loan and operating loan. I think it's basically one for, I don't know, maybe one of them for just starting up basically the business, and you have to you'll need loan to rent the place or to start buying just basic things like shelves, and if you're opening a market, for example, shelves and storage space. I think that would be sort of an operating loan, and I guess that term loan, can't remember interest rate spread over 20 years. I guess since that looks to be more expensive, it should be lasts longer. That's why it's more expensive, but I don't really have an idea what it would be about. Maybe possibly about negotiations and things, but I don't really know.
No, that's good. No, I think you're onto it. That's good the way you were thinking. I like your train of thought. So actually the term loan would be like starting out and you're basically